All right. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for everybody. Uh, we got a kind of more of a fun deck for today compared to the past two decks we've played this week, and I guess sort of kind of ish last week. Um, Today we are going to be trying out some Five Color Niv-Mizzet, a deck that has seen some play since the format's conception in Pioneer. Um, Obviously, you don't have kind of the real good card that really makes Five Color Niv playable, which is Bring Delight. Um, Not having that kind of makes the deck makes it so that really you only have four Niv-Mizzets instead of having eight. But kind of briefly, going over kind of what the purpose of this deck is and kind of how it functions. So this deck is based around Niv-Mizzet Reborn. So when Niv enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each color pair, choose a card that's exactly those colors from among them. Put the chosen cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So basically, what this is saying is when Niv enters the battlefield, take a card of each guild color from the revealed and put it in your hand. To kind of make abuse of this ETB trigger or enter the battlefield effect, we're playing Yorion as our companion. Um, Not too many decks are still playing companions, but if you have the opportunity to still abuse them, you might as well. With Yorion being able to flicker our permanents, we have a few enter the battlefield things that Yorion can abuse. Obviously, Niv-Mizzet's a real good one. Tolsimir, um, card like Oath of Kaya, Knight of Autumn, and then also just being able to flicker our Planeswalkers to reset their loyalty is also pretty good as well. The downside of playing Yorion, if you consider it the downside, is you have to play 80 cards instead of playing typical 60. We're not super concerned about that. Our deck also draws cards pretty quickly, so that's not really a concern. Our sideboard is kind of a mismatch of different kind of hate cards. Graphic Digger's Cage to stop goblins, Dovin's Veto against the control matchups. Since this deck is probably going to struggle against aggro decks more than anything else, this deck can kind of grind with the best of them. Really good in the late game, but the early game's a little rough, which is why we're playing three mainboard Deafening Clarions and a Solar Blaze, as well as a decent amount of removal through Ingress Rampage, Mortify, Maelstrom Pulse. Oath of Kaya works as a um, removal spell as well, and then life gain via Uro and Knight of Autumns. Um, but then we also have a few more life gain and removal effects in the sideboard with Maelstrom Pulse, another Deafening Clarion, two more Knight of Autumns, and another Tolsimir, and Ashiok Dream Render and Kruneros um, for our graveyard hate, and Kruneros also works in the aggro-y matchups. I have no idea how this deck is going to play. I figured we do kind of like more of a fun deck for today. Um, so let's get going. What you'll also notice here is that there is a guild missing, which is it, which or blue red, which unfortunately the blue red cards that you can play in this format aren't super great, and most of them have to do with having instants and sorceries in your graveyard, which is not really what the premise of this deck is. I was talking with some friends, and they did recommend that I could play, God, the Royal Scions, but that card didn't seem very great. I'm not a big fan of looting effects if you're not playing a deck based around your graveyard, and Royal Scion's other plus ability is kind of irrelevant since we don't run a lot of creatures. So this is a deck you kind of gotta just play in order to see how it's gonna perform. If anybody has any suggestions of guild cards that they'd like to see in here or like to see tried out, let me know. Type them in chat, and I would be more than happy to put those in and see how they do. So like usual, we're gonna take this deck through 5 matches and see how well it performs. So let's get it. And while this hand is missing a black, we kind of have all our colors. So we're gonna keep. I put a mulligan to 6. They go island. Maybe the mono blue tempo deck. Probably mono blue tempo, which means they're probably gonna play land and go Curious Obsession. Or Curiosity. If they don't draw a land, I honestly might just kill this now and we just drew our source. So I honestly might just kill this. I really don't want them just constantly drawing cards. So we have so this is Forest, Island, Mountain. So Drowned Catacomb does enter in untapped. So I'm just gonna kill this now. Oh, they drew it. And I'm just going to say go. I'm going to play a Trio. Second Black Source would allow us to play Casualties of War. But we're pretty much suited up to play pretty much any card in our hand currently. I'm gonna go Spectral Sailor. Sure. Opponent Ops. Scry bottom, draw a card. I'm probably looking for lands. Or maybe something to kind of abuse with the Spectral Sailor. Yeah, I'm guessing that they have a bunch of like counter spells in hand. And not... That's also not terrible. And Fabled Passage. Also not bad. Honestly, might just play Sun Petal Grove and just pass the turn. I guess I could play something. I really don't want to play anything into 3 open mana. I guess Maelstrom Pulsing isn't the worst. What could they possibly have? Like a Brineborn Cutthroat? Something like that? Which I can kill with casualties. We'll just pay 3 mana at your end in my hand. Hey, what's up, sweet? Over here lurking. Oh, Brazen Borrower. Sure. Opponent attacks for 4. Fabled Passage. Let's look at Maelstrom Pulse and let's see what they do. Most of their counter spells are like... Oh, well, I guess I can't pay for that, but that's fine. So we'll take another 4 here. What's up, sis? How's the new place? Land? What you got, opponent? Doing this main phase. Sure. So we'll take a decent chunk here. So we'll crack this now. Get a black source. Play an island. And definitely Clarion. That's good to hear. Well, except for the creepy part, but... I don't know what's in their hand.
Trust me. We need to move quickly.
This is literally all lands. Yeah. Alright. So what are we gonna want here? The more expensive stuff, against a deck that's kind of heavier in counter spells and stuff like that, I usually like to take out some of the upper end spells. That way we're not always tapping out. I'm probably just go good. Bring in another Clarion. Knight of Autumn's not the worst. Maelstrom Pulse. I probably want these Vetoes, to be honest, too. So trim 3 cards. Take out Tulsamir. Maybe a Thought Erasure. Clothis. It should be good. It's weird because they're a control deck, but they're also kind of an aggro deck too. So kind of more of a tempo deck. They kind of have aspects of both. I mean, this hand doesn't really do anything until turn 3. We're on the draw though. We're gonna mulligan. This hand's much better. We're gonna keep Bin the Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, well, kind of funny how that works. No one drop. Probably a good sign for us. We are currently missing a red source, but that's fine. They have like a brown board cut for it. Or something. Someone plays a land. Castle Ventress. Hello, opponent. Well, whatever our opponent's gonna do, it's gonna take a long time to think about it. Opponent? Huh. Did they get disconnected? Maybe? Looks like our opponent got disconnected. Nope, nope, here they go. Okay, they're back. Sure. Not a red source, but still kind of a playable card. Opponent's not playing anything. Sure. Let's force him to use a counter spell now during Lofty Denial. Sure. We didn't draw a red source, which is rather unfortunate. Let's. That's a red source, though. Oh, but we're missing a black source. Tilt. Which means I didn't want to play that Fabled Passage. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, bonus is going to keep piling on to this Brineborn Cutthroat. We might get there. I mean, they are going to draw 2 cards, though. Good amount. Planes. Ingrath Rampage. Target player sacrifices a creature. Well, that's annoying. Guess I forgot that he could also just flash in a new creature. Huh. Well, there are 2 cards. Yeah, we're probably dead. You can go to the game 3 here. Kinda forgot that he could flash in a Spectral Sailor. So that's kind of my mistake. Yeah, we can just run him back though. I'm not super concerned. We'll take the play. This hand is kind of bad, but we have an Angrath's Rampage. We need a white source or a green source. We'll keep it. Billy Mulligan's to 6. Opponent keeps 6. Go Steam Vents. I go Island, Storm Tamer, Black Source. That works. And a green source. Drowned Catacomb. Here's sacrifices a creature. On the plus side, this deck becomes a very crappy. Oh. Well, looks like we're just gonna kinda hit everything here. Would you like to counter her? I imagine they have a Brineborn Cutthroat in here. Yep. That's not a terrible draw. So we do have the option, or the opportunity to Niv next turn. Assuming what they do here. Curiosity? Sure. If they don't draw a land, we're definitely just gonna slam Niv. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna slam Niv here. If they have Mystical Dispute, they have Mystical Dispute. Oh my god, they have Mystical Dispute. Or they have Opt. Guess they could unsummon Niv-Mizzet, which I would happily take. Well, that was a whiff. Spectral Signal. What else, skis? Opponent's just gonna pass. Well, I guess we'll start with a Thought Erasure. See kind of what's in his hand. Then we might just Deafening Clarion here. If they counter this. Lofty Denial. I guess if they have a 1-mana spell, What's His Face does survive. But looks like they don't have a 1-mana spell. Alright. I feel like we're in a really good spot this game now. Is it an instant? Oh, it's a sorcery. That's unfortunate. Yep. With the combat. They only take 6. Guess I could Domri? Might as well. Definitely should have Domried before combat. But
Duels are professionals. Let's just fight. They can only punish you if they catch you.
and creature spells I cast can't be countered. So it's pretty good. Find more Cutthroat. You got it. Curious Obsession. Actually just going to veto them. Yeah. Alright. Misplay and still get there. Alright, currently 1-0. Currently 1-0 with 5 Color Niv. No, take the play. Missing a white source, but to cast Oath of Gaia. Yeah, we'll keep this though. We can Thought Erasure. Yeah, let's keep. Archpriest of what? Okay, whatever. I guess they're probably playing like a party deck. Or not. Take the Uro, take the Limvala. I can potentially kill the Unvala if I draw a white source. Take the Uro. Oh, that's a white source. I guess he's really only hit. What? Meddling Mage. Sure. Languish. Little off, opponent. A little off. Linvala. Tulsame. Friend to wolves. Oath of Kaya. Human wizard, human cleric, angel wizard. Sure. I can Niv-Mizzet next turn. Hey, look, they had another Linvala. Or we can definitely play in. Creatures you control. Can't quite do that then. We'll play Tulsame. Friend to wolves. We'll fight this. Without the Triumph. Niv-Mizzet! Well, that was also a flippin' whiff. Guess we'll take the Crisis, I guess. Can't Uro yet. He can almost do the angel thing. I guess I could casualties. Guess I probably want to say that for when he Uros though, right? Assuming he gets the chance. What is this? 7 mana? Create 2 non-angel creatures you control gain. Yeah, we'll probably just do this now. Creature, land. Don't really care about meddling mage, and let's shoot a green source. Psycho irrigated farmland. You got it. Play a land. You got it. He can Uro next turn.
All your fears are given for.
Opponent's at 1. Do they have a land? Amiria's Call. No. Okay. So some kind of a 4-color party deck with Uro for some very weird reason. Motion Pulse, Clarion. Could they be playing Collected Company? Is Cage worth bringing in? Huh. I'm not sure. Guess the second Tulsamere is not the worst either. Thought this ain't bad. We'll try my Thought Erasure. Yeah, probably just 2 Thought Erasures to be honest. Josie, I think Sweet's just lurking now. I don't think she's actually like full on watching the stream. I think she's just lurking here. I mean, you know. I think I'm currently lurking in her stream and not really watching hers, so kind of relatable. Alright, well, opponent's gonna take forever to sideboard. To Wumbo. Interesting. Well, that's a hand. It's not a very good hand. We don't do anything till turn 3. We're gonna mulligan. This is much, much better. Has a decent amount of our colors. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna bin the Overgrown Tomb. Shotgun and Demo Garden. I just don't think this card's very good. Like, I feel like the party mechanic just isn't a good mechanic. Like, having to rely on having 4 different creatures, yeah, what would you like to name this then? Deafening Clarion. That's cute. This one. Shocks in. Sure. What could they have for 3 mana? We'll put in a Walking Trend. Does they have a bunch of counter spells now? Guess that's a possibility. Attempt to kill Meddling Mage. Brazen Borrower? No, I guess it is a rogue. We're on untapped. Oh, it'd have to be an untapped black source. Niv-Mizzet Reborn. Sure. Sort of kind of an untapped black source. It's Ingress page. Target player sacrifices a creature. Which creature would you like to bin? Archpriest of Una? Sure. Cycle Farmland. You got it, friend. Maelstrom Pulse. Do you have a way to protect this? Collected Company. Oh, should have figured. So now I guess we know to bring in the Grafdigger's Cages. Oh, because now that he can just flicker it? Yeah, okay. So he had a pretty aggressive hand. And... so we're going to bring in 2 cages. We're just going to cut the... not 3 Ingress Rampage. We're just going to cut the Thought Erasures altogether. Although, I guess we could trim 1 Ingress for another Night of Autumn. It's just a blocker. They probably spam creatures very quickly. So Ingress Rampage probably just isn't as good. Probably having my own cheap threats is fine, so Tolsimir and another Night of Autumn. I'll take the play. Snapkeep. Honestly, couldn't really ask for a better hand. Pulling mulligans to 6. They always have Una. I'm not entirely sure how. No turn 2, huh? Interesting. Okay, well, we still need a black source for Niv, but it's also not terrible either. We'll just spend the turn, add Yorion to our hand. Sandclave Apparition. Sure. Hmm. Get a one spirit. I wonder what screams. Obvious. Well, maybe it's 6 gross power. Oh, that's pretty good. Vraska.
Your demise will need sacrifices must be made.
Decline.
From time to time.
No attacks. Collect the company. Honestly, not the best hits in the world.
You'll have to try harder than that.
Meddling Mage. Yorion Scott. Sure. Tulsuma, friend to wolves. So I could kill 2 things here. I could sacrifice my Vraska to kill, like, the Nvala, who gives something protection, probably. Sure. Protecting what? Creatures you control have indestructible. Sure. Niv-Mizzet. We are kind of bricking on these Niv triggers. I guess we'll take Domri. Cycle irrigated farmland. You got it. Red mana. Questing Beast. No blocks. Okay. Oh, well. Righteous. We've made it to Platinum. Diamond. We were at Platinum. Diamond rank 4. Alright, currently 2-0 with 5 Color Niv. Got some stuff too. Alright. Let's keep it rolling. I'll take the play. either have to get a red or a blue source. Yeah, we'll keep this. Pull the mulligans to 6. Not quite what we were looking for. Okay, so if I'm gonna get a red source here, they're playing elves. We're definitely gonna want to get a. Well, oh yeah, red source is fine because I can modify the Searly champion. Let's get a red source. Black source. Now we just need a green source. Sensing a collected company here. Can't cast that. That's unfortunate. Play that down. Cast Clofus. It's gonna collect a company. Yep. Honestly, not the best hits in the world. Cronus. It's pretty good. Exile the Steeler champion. I should have exiled the land. Because I have a fabled passage in my graveyard. Sure. Not yet, no. Let's see. Exile Kazandu. Just wrote this, huh? Oh, no blocks. The Pelt Collector. This isn't super great for us currently. Sure. Just blocks here. Sure. Reverse spiral response, or before damage. Reverse spiral. It's not the worst thing. Collecting company. And it's Ingrath's Rampage. Take a player sacrifices a creature. Probably sacrifices the Scavenging Ooze. Or maybe sacrifices Robo? Yeah, that's what this is. Probably Scavenging Ooze. Cast Uro. I'm gonna shot that in. I guess if he has 2 spells, still blocks. Yeah, guess I'm not quite dead yet. Double Niv. So I can't Niv into Uro. Exile. Exile their Scavenging Ooze, I guess. Cast Niv-Mizzet. Which I don't think actually helps. Because we're still just dead. Yeah. I needed also a removal spell to combine with Niv, so. Yeah. Alright. So our opponent's playing Mono Green Stompy, it appears. So we'll bring in Grafdigger's Cages, Deafening Clarions, Mushroom Pulse. Take out the Thought Erasures. Take play. Hand's not super great. If we draw a blue source or a white source, we're fine. Oh, wait, we have a white source. Same really just needs a blue source to really kind of be functional. We're gonna keep them. Put the mulligans to 6. As much as I hate Ingress Rampaging, well, that's the wrong land, but as much as I hate Ingress Rampaging a Landware Elf, we're just gonna do it anyway to throw them off 1 mana. Sacrifices a creature. Poke Collector? Sure. Ashiok Nightmare Muse. With Stomping Ground tapped. Now I kinda really wish we had a blue source. Lord of Garanberg? Sure. Oh, well. Asking you shall receive, I guess. Hit this tap for red mana, then we could have cut the Yorvo before it got too big. I guess we also can just Niv-Mizzet next turn. Opponent's just going directly to combat. Sure. Land tapped? Sure. Now the question is, do we Tolsimir? I honestly think we attempt to cut this. Heroic Intervention. Weird, but sure. You should control movement indestructible. Sure. Health collecting? Sure. Runners. We play Niv? I think we're still just dead. But let's see what Niv hits. Yeah, I think we're still just dead though. As we block here and take 5. Yep, we're still just dead. Alright. Well. I guess I probably should have just cast Niv there instead of playing Cut. Heroic Intervention seemed kind of like a weird card to bring in, but I guess obviously it worked. Alright, currently 2-1 with 5 Color Niv. Yeah, I'll keep this. Endother Trio, Industry Events, the Thought Erasure. Dauntless Bodyguard. This is Mono White Weenies, maybe? I'm feeling Mono White Weenies here. Tomic. Thought Erasure. Well, obviously we're gonna take the Bowser here. I'm gonna keep Paradise Druid. So if we take 5, 6, no blocks. Let's see what he has. Down this Bodyguard. Land. Alright. White, red, black, green, blue. Niv. Well, actually, I don't think we can actually Niv here. I think we actually have to Tolsimir first. this one. Red, white, blue, black. Use the Fable Passage to get the green source. Then cast Niv. Pretty decent Niv, to be honest. I guess Catcher's Use of War also isn't the worst, though we can't cast that next turn, so we'll take that Roscoe. And no attacks. Okay. Alright. Let's bring in Maelstrom Pulse, Clarion, and Tolsimir, because it's a pseudo removal spell. Take out. Yeah, we'll take out all the Thought Erasures and bring in another Knight. Also, if you're here and you're new to the stream, please hit the follow button. Also have a YouTube channel, a Facebook, as well as a Discord. Oh, and a Twitter and an Instagram now. Thanks to my awesome mod, so thank you, Josie, for putting those things together. I probably shouldn't keep. Probably shouldn't keep this hand. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. This I will keep. Right? And it's not super great. Knight of Autumn is. Yeah, we'll pitch the basic forest. That's a pretty interesting card. Honestly, just gonna play Gateway Pause here. Pause was pretty good.
I will not give up on my goal.
That's pretty good though too. Dunto Vanguard. You got it.
I will guard your advance.
Well, now we don't have a land. Just semi-awkward. Well, we were probably fine for a minute. But now not having a land is... Not drawing a land there is kind of awkward. Even if I played Night of Autumn... put 2/+1/+1 counters. Yeah, you probably didn't need the Twitch link, but it's fine. I
My
would
sand
definitely
will
take the
protect you.
trade here. That's his first strike. Not gonna block that. I'll take 4. Oh, that thing becomes indestructible to the end of the turn. Well, that's annoying. Selfless Savior? Yeah, we're probably just gonna go to the next game here. Probably just run it back. As I said, welcome to the stream. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that follow button. Make sure to like our Facebook page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're gonna take the play here. We're currently 2-1 with Five Color Niv with a kind of awkwardish hand, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna use this to get a blue source right off the bat. Shepherd Games. Red source. I'll play in Death of Triumph. You can go Sunpetal Grove and go Night of Autumn and pump it. The fact that they went Shepherd Dunes meant that the rest of their lands are pretty awkward. Usually you wouldn't lead on this, you'd lead on like basic plains, so you wouldn't have to pay the life. So Cartouche of Solidarity. Sure. Another Niv-Mizzet. So there are two kind of options here. Where we could grow Spiral and hope to hit a land that can cast Niv-Mizzet next turn. Or we play Night of Autumn. And I'm more inclined to honestly just pass the turn and play Niv-Mizzet. Well, hope to draw land and then Niv-Mizzet next turn. Selfless Savior, sure. Plus, it also gives us a chance of finding something that can answer our opponent's board state. So we're just gonna go Spiral now. Land, please. Yep. Selfless Savior. Well, there's a land, but I'd rather not pay the life, but we don't really have a choice. These are all good. I have to discard a card. Clothis is probably the slowest card in our hand. Probably discard Clothis. Also, Niv-Mizzet animation is pretty sick. Basri Ket. Are we just dead now? I don't think we're dead, but they can save this with Selfless Savior. Or I can take 6. Yeah, I don't think we're dead, but Scarab God. That's definitely going in here. Deal 3 damage, like sure. Basri. I'll gain 6 life.
Retreat and regroup.
Sure, whatever you say, Basri. Chef it doom. Benelish Marshal. Now, I don't think our opponent is going to be able to currently outrace us. Yep. What up, Jeremy? Alright. Currently 3-1? I think that's 3-1. Ooh, a mythic. The Royal Scions?
Is the greatest virtue.
With the courage to apply it.
Alright. Currently going into match 5. I'll take the play. Ooh, this hand's greedy. But I kind of want to keep it. We're going to keep it. Also, if you're a fan of the stream, please let your friends know. To drop a follow, have them stop in, say hi, and drop a follow. That'd be great. Paradise Druid. Oh, Storm Crusader thingamajiggy. Well, we drew a land. Thank goodness for small miracles, I guess. We're gonna have this enter tapped. And because I don't want him to be able to kill the Paradise Druid in case we draw an untapped land, well, do I even care about Storm Crusader? As much as I kind of would like to draw a card off of it. At least no Sylvan Carrier did. Yeah, we're kind of upset about that. I know how much you loved when I played Sylvan Caryatids against you, so I mean, while you were playing Mono Red. So, I'm gonna go Swamp. Thought sees me. Sure. You'll probably take the Niv-Mizzet. It's a pretty easy Niv here, opponent. Yeah, thank you. And nothing else? Well, good thing they took the Niv-Mizzet. I don't want this to die. And currently it has hexproof, so it's just gonna show back. I guess I also could have just had the Orient in my hand. And they're not really doing anything, which is very weird. Sure. Another Deafening Clarion. So we're just gonna add Yorion to our hand, and we're just gonna pass. Until I draw another land, I'd rather not sacrifice the Paradise Druid here by them being able to kill it with like a removal spell. So, and they're not really doing anything either. So, I'm fine with just drawing and saying go. Guess I could start forcing removal on the other hand. Guess now we could attack with Paradise Druid. And if they kill it, it's kind of whatever now because I have all my colors now. So now Paradise Druid can start getting in. I have all 5 colors. Go get them, Paradise Druid. Are they actually gonna kill this? Oh my god, they actually killed it. Okay. That seems overly ambitious. But you do you, opponent. So I'm assuming their hand is literally nothing but removal spells. Hey, hello, Paradise Druid. Ribbons? What does this do? Each opponent loses X life. Yeah, their hand's probably like all removal. Go get them again, Paradise Druid. Yep. This time nothing. Maybe they're no longer gonna waste their removal on a Paradise Druid. Skewer me. You got it. Growth Spiral. That's a good card. Might as well do it now, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we didn't really want to land there. Yeah, no, that can enter tapped. Go get him, Druid. Eventually, this Ribbons is gonna kill them. So there is that. Oh, they drew a Knight. Fabled Passage. They can pump the Knight if I were to Tolsimir to try to attack it. Yeah, I'm given the fact that he's probably a very big Rakdos fan, given the fact that he's playing Rakdos and has Rakdos sleeves. Um, let's crack this. What color are we really low on? Probably black or red. Let's get a second red source. And then let's Angrass Rampage. Have him sack a creature. Go get him, Druid. He's almost dead to his Ribbons, also. I don't know what he's doing. He's thought seized me and played a. Oh, well, that's a magic card, I guess. Demonic Embrace. Making it out of range. It's kind of cute. I wonder if they're going to be dumb enough to block. Oh, one could have hoped. Growth Spiral. Niv-Mizzet. That's a lot of Deafening Clarion. Kind of don't want the Yorion here. Is it kind of weird that I kind of want to double Deafening Clarion? Because I'll probably kill the Yorion anyway with whatever removal spell he has. Why is this also tapping so incredibly poorly? Yep, let's just double Deafening Clarion. Oh, did you not know about this? Scourge of the Skyclave? Sure. Oh, I guess they can just keep doing this. It's kind of weird. Wait, why didn't they do it? I'm so very confused. Shock me? Sure. You knew I had a Tolsimir in hand. This is very weird. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Grim Lavamancer. You got it, friend. Are they also just dead at this Ribbons? If I swing in... I think they're just dead to the Ribbons. Well, I guess they have to kill a block. Oh, okay. Well, apparently they don't have it. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I get they're probably playing like Rakdos Scourge, but it seems very weird. Yeah, that seems very weird. But I guess Maelstrom Pulse, Tolsimir, Clarion, and that's really kind of about it. I've not been the biggest fan of these thought erasures. Honestly, might not run them. I would just add in another. You want a graveyard hate of some kind? To meh, not really. Like I said, I really didn't see enough third deck. We're just running Knight of bottom. Probably need like a better board wipe. Like Kai's Wrath's a little iffy. Um, Definitely missing Bring Delight. Well, this is a hand. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a Black Source, but it honestly isn't terrible. We're gonna keep it. Definitely not a snap keep, but it's definitely not bad. Opponent mulligans to 6. Probably Thoughtseize. Yep. Well, my hand's kind of Thoughtseize proof. Guess that's one of the advantages of keeping a terrible hand, is that if your opponent Thoughtseizes you, it's kind of like whatever. Are we really about to take this Solar Blaze? They are about to take this Solar Blaze. Oh, that was weird. What happened there, Arena? Time out for a second? Deafening Clarion. It's not a bad draw either. Drew a land also, but not a Black Source. How unfortunate. Scourge. Skewer me. If I gained life. Into gain 4 life. Block skis. Ember Cleave. That's weird. Ember Cleave was weird, but sure. Guess we'll just definitely kill that. How much does it take to equip? 3? Oh, we're just dead. Interesting. I guess that's probably what their deck is supposed to do. Sure. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Usually I hate keeping 2 landers in this kind of deck, but being able to go back to back Angrass Rampage tells you have a Growth Spiral. Our opponent mulligans to 6. Hopefully we draw a land off the top here. Can they stop having Thoughtseize? Oh, well, better lucky than good. This is unfortunate now. Well, now we have to draw lands. Specifically a white source and either blue. Well, we have quite a few options of lands we can possibly draw. Well, there's one. Storm Crusader, Knight of the Eben Legion. Ashiok. Oath of Kaya. Kill that. It's not terrible. It's a very greedy Embercleave, but okay. Target player sacrifices a creature. Knight of Autumn. 2 counters. Agadem's Awakening. Sure. Let's have them sacrifice another creature. Yeah, sacrificing an artifact also wouldn't have been bad either. And then let's... I can have Night of Autumn kill the Embercleave, or I guess that can also kill the Embercleave. This won't be able to block, so we might as well just swing in. Get to Lava Runner? Sure. Argyle's Bloodfast? Sure. Scrap Gun, also not bad. 4 damage to the Crusader. Land for turn. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. And pass. Okay, 2 life, draws a card. Sure. Plus side, I can also Yorion you next turn. In game 4, 8, 11. 11 life. I guess not gain 11 life. Knight of the Eben Legion. Sure. Yes, I have enough in my graveyard to Guess it'll probably be better than Niv-Mizzet. No. That's Yorman. Flicker here. Flicker here. Bring him back. Deal 3 here. Gain 4 life. Blood Chief's Thirst. Sure. Dulcimer. Okay, so they're probably dead. Yep. All right. Was that match 5? This is a very short league. Is that 4-1? Josie, were you keeping track? Cause I think that's I think that's 4-1. Um, I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah. So we went 4-1, Five Color Niv, which seems to be kind of our trend with going 4-1 with a whole bunch of decks. Um, so if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to leave me a comment. And so for YouTube folks, that's it. Hopefully we'll see you in another video.